Well, morning. Clearly far too comfortable at the lovely Beek Hills farm. Started my walk and it's 6:43. God, it's almost the afternoon. So, yeah, very, very nice campsite. Beautiful night's sleep. I thought I was going to be doing some more night walking. I woke up at 2 o'clock. I've been woken up at midnight, I woke up at 2 and felt quite awake. I even made myself a coffee, one of my little latte sachets. And I thought if at that point I felt awake, I was going to get up. There was a full moon, it was amazing. I took a photo of it last night. Really powerful, I could have easily walked. No need for a head torch or anything. But then after I had the coffee, I started feeling a little bit tired. So I thought, oh yes, more sleep would be better. I haven't really had enough sleep and I got a couple of extra hours. So, I probably have had 6 hours sleep all in tonight. So feel very refreshed and ready for day 3. So the plan for today, got another couple of the up and downies before I get onto the top of them all. Once I'm up there, I've got about 8 miles of just kind of flat walking. There's every chance at that point I will swap to my trainers. And then I drop down into Kildale. And then after Kildale, it's more forest walking, which means I wasn't too worried about sleeping in a little bit more today because I think I can probably still do that in the afternoon. And my goal is to try and get to Chatltons. So it's a longer walk today. I think today's more like 20 miles. The last 2 have been 16 and 14. And this is 20. Then I go 17, 19, 20, if you know, to finish. So a big day's walking. But I think the toughest bit is the first hour or so. I have to complete the roller coaster section. So at least I've managed to break the roller coaster section in half, stopping at Beek Hills, which I think, as I was sort of saying yesterday, I think is a really good plan. Yeah, lovely. Another beautiful morning. Before the heat comes, it's absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, beautiful. Oh, well, just finished the last big down. I was just doing the last up. Then it's off to Blowworth Crossing and should be a little bit better from there. Tough section there. But it's all behind me now. I'm now off on the tops. I've even got my trainers on, sporting the trainers to go off towards Blowworth Crossing. So I've even got a nice breeze on the top. So it might be pushing 25 already, like 9 o'clock. But it's still, at least there's a nice breeze. So should be a very pleasant day. My kind of walking today. Early stern warnings about adders here. I must say, adders in the moors was the talk of the town in Osmotherley. A few people saying that dogs have been bitten, had to be got to the vet straight away, and a couple of them hadn't got to the vet fast enough. So there's apparently a lot of adders this year on the Cleveland Way. It's making me question some of the places I was going to wild camp on the cliffs later, because I know that Ravenscar has a big adder population, so those 2 things combined means I'm not wild camping there anymore. There's a particularly large amount of them. It's just, I don't think I'm going to get a good night's sleep if I think an adder's going to slither by. Just no. So we do have our first. Let me call that first snake of the walk. Wow. Slightly concerning. Well, this is Blowworth Crossing. So just come from there. Now we're going to zigzag and go up there. Coast to coast goes that way. So ever since we just lifted out of Osmotherley, we've been following the coast to coast and Cleveland Way together. So that tricky section is all part of the coast to coast as well. So but now this is the point where it leaves. I think the coast to coast has an easier route now, sort of straight over the moors and quite flat, which makes it, heading back to Robin Hood's Bay a bit simpler. Robin Hood's Bay, which of course I will be at in about 3 days' time as well. Yeah, in fact, realised some of the coast to coasters I met yesterday I will actually probably see in Robin Hood's Bay. Yeah. Very nice, good day's walking. It's not quite as hot today yet, fingers crossed. The sun's full behind me now, so I'm full buff, full wrap around to protect the old neck. Also, been seeing these things. Just walked past 3 of them. I was thinking, what are they? What are they for? Then it occurred to me, of course, they're for grouse shooting, aren't they? It's the grouse that adder there. It should move immediately. Oh, I've just been through Kildale. Very nice. Beautiful little village. Supposed to have a cafe, But cafe was closed. They've literally covered up the sign. There's a guy, a lovely chap I met on the moor. So I was coming off the moor. He's there with his car. He'd gone for a bit of a walk. It was too hot for him. And I think he was waiting there for a walk. He gave me a bottle of water. He got a spare, worried that there was walkers coming off. So I've got that in the bag. And so I was quite glad for it because I was starting to ration my water a bit by then. But in the absence of anywhere to fill up at Kildare, I've just literally knocked on a door, said, oh, sorry mate, I'm walking to clean away, come fill my water bottles up. And nice man just has. So I've now got 2.5 litres of water on me. So got to be sorted out. I don't think there's another place I'm going to see before the end. But 4 litres of water through the day is probably going to be all right. And I'm crossing my fingers that the car park after Captain Cook's Monument is going to have an ice cream van. If I will it, I've got to will it into existence, the ice cream van at Captain Cook's Monument. Just walking up towards Captain Cook's Monument. And trust me, after a hot day like today, and it's just about 1 o'clock, you're really glad for a wood like this. This is lovely. So I'm hoping it's going to be wooded like this all the way to Captain's Cook Monument, then down to, I hope there's an ice cream. I then might need to think about chilling out and stopping a bit because I'll be totally exposed when I go and do roseberry topping. So I'll have to work all that out in a bit. But right now, just enjoying the cool in this wood. Another view of the ups and downs. I definitely count 7 ups and downs. I've just had an absolutely lovely sit and chill at Captain Cook Monument. I'm chatting to a couple. The guy I was talking to is back in 1976, walked the Pennine Way in 8 days. It's like, that's very impressive. 8 days, that's going some. It's like, I definitely knew I did it in 6 hours. I definitely knew I could have done it in 12 if I'd wanted to. I don't think there's been a point in my life I could have walked it in 8. That's very impressive. Just chatting to another couple as well. Very nice place. Yeah, it's a good breeze here as well. It's it's not quite as hot today as it was yesterday. It's not quite as stifling. Yeah, and it's a fabulous view from up here. Don't know if you can see it, but you can obviously see the sea. You can see little boats chugging away out at sea. Which is really nice. Just stopped halfway up Roseberry topping because I found the only shady spot and it's got a nice breeze. That's where I've come. That's where I'm going next. Shouldn't be too hard. Just chilling at the top of Roseberry topping. I managed to find a little ledge to sit on. And I've got a nice breeze. Check out those views. That's what I'm looking at right now, it's not bad. Roseberry topping reminds me a lot of Thorpe Cloud. It's one of those hills that's quite obviously a little spike in the landscape. So therefore it gets walked by a lot of people. It's very well trodden. But it's good, it is obvious and very noticeable, so I think it probably should be lots of people. Oh, this breeze is nice, this breeze is really nice. Making good time, it's just got 3 o'clock. This is a lovely spot, just as I'm walking back in towards I guess down to Gisborough and Chatltons, whether it's I think this is like the last bit of moorland. I've done roseberry topping, gone through the first bit of wood, then get this lovely bit of walk through the heather, and then I reckon that's about it for the moorland. After that, I've got a couple of little towns that I have to go through in order to make my way to Saltburn, and then it's the seaside. The sea's right there. And already got very much the breeze off the sea. I hope this video is not too windy. But it's very nice. It's very nice. Been a little bit cooler today, and also not quite as violently up and down. So yeah, better day all round really. Certainly I've not had too much trouble doing my miles. I'm only about a couple of miles from done, and you know, it was a 20 miler today, so yeah, it's been relatively easy. So, yeah, the breeze is making a big difference. Breezes are good. Right, this is Gisborough Wood. Up until now there's not been any trees, it's all been felled, but I've now got to the tree bit, which is nice. It means a bit more shade. Lovely. I've rung the nice man at the campsite, Margrave. Don't know, I'll put it up anyway. So, yeah. And very nice, only £5 a night. They've got a bar and they've got a food wagon. Sounds like my kind of place. So I've got that feeling where you kind of accelerate at the end of the day because you've got a destination and you're kind of excited about it. So yeah, bar and food wagon, here I come.